Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a pretty amazing idea. What if getting a healthy body and a peaceful mind isn't about crazy diets or exhausting workouts? What if it's really just about getting back to basics, a more natural way of living? Let's explore this simple guide to well-being together. So, let me start by asking you a question, and I want you to really think about it for a second. Are you truly healthy? It sounds simple, right? But most of the time, we think of health as just, well, not being sick. But is that really the whole picture? Because you see, true health is so much bigger than that. It's this complete harmony, a balance between your physical, mental, spiritual, and even your social well-being. It's not just about dodging a cold. It's about actively feeling good in every single part of your life. And that idea, right there, is the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. So, here's our game plan. We've just touched on what true health really means. Now we're going to break down the 3 core pillars to get there: natural eating, daily movement, and mindful breathing. And then, at the end, we'll pull it all together into your personal wellness blueprint. All right, let's jump right into pillar 1, fueling your body naturally. Honestly, this is the big one. It's the absolute foundation, because what you put in your body literally becomes you. It's the fuel for your energy, your mood, everything. Now, we all know packaged foods are just everywhere, and they are very cleverly designed to look and taste good. But have you ever stopped to wonder what's really happening behind that shiny, colorful wrapper? Well, this number kind of tells the whole story. To get that perfect taste, texture, and look, food manufacturers use up to 15,000 different types of artificial chemical ingredients. Let that sink in for a second. 15,000. That alone is a pretty compelling reason to start looking a little closer at what we're eating. So the way forward is actually pretty simple. It's all about making conscious choices. On the left, you've got the stuff to cut back on: the processed foods, the sugary drinks, and what our source material bluntly calls white poison, which is, you guessed it, sugar. And on the right, that's the good stuff, the whole natural foods we should be embracing. This isn't about some crazy diet. It's just about choosing fuel that actually gives you life. And we can break that down into a super easy checklist. Aim for about 2 liters of water a day. Pile your plate high with fiber from plants. Swap out that soda for some refreshing coconut or lemon water. And whenever you can, eat your fruits and veggies raw to get all those incredible nutrients. Super simple, totally doable. Okay, I want to just zoom in on one of those foods to embrace for a second, just to show you how a really, really small daily habit can have an absolutely massive impact on your health. We're just talking about a handful of nuts. That's it. But a study from Pennsylvania State University found that this tiny habit helps crank up your good cholesterol, that's the HDL, and is just fantastic for your overall heart health. And this chart right here, this is the proof. The study found that people who ate nuts more than 5 times a week slashed their risk of dying from coronary heart disease by a whopping 25 to 39%. I mean, think about that for a second. That's an incredible payoff for something so small and easy to do. Okay, so once you've got the right fuel in your system, what's next? You've got to use that energy. Which brings us right to pillar 2, moving your body every single day. We're talking about the simplest, most effective way to get your engine running. And honestly, it does not get any more accessible than just going for a walk. The advice is super clear: just 30 minutes a day at a pretty brisk pace, about 4 miles an hour. There's even a great little tip in here. If you happen to have high blood pressure, an afternoon walk might actually be better for you than a morning one. And the payoff for this simple little habit is huge. It's not just about keeping your body fit. It's about that connection we mentioned at the very beginning. A regular walk gives you a fit body, yeah, but it also gives you a fresh, clear mind and this genuine sense of happiness. It's a direct link between your physical and your mental well-being. Which, of course, leads us perfectly into our third and final pillar: centering your mind. This is the practice that really ties everything together. It uses the most basic, most powerful tool we all have to connect our body and our mind: our breath. So why is this so important right now? Well, our modern life is just less active. We sit a lot, and that creates not just physical stress, but mental stress too. All that constant low-level stress weakens our body's natural defenses. And that's where something like mindful breathing can be a game changer. And the solution is beautifully simple. Just a few times during your day, Pause wherever you are and just take 15 to 20 full deep breaths. Inhale all the way, really fill up your lungs. It takes what, a minute or two? And you can do it absolutely anywhere. And the benefits? They're almost immediate. This simple little action expands your lungs, boosts your oxygen, and just wipes away fatigue. Seriously, think of it like hitting a natural reset button. It keeps you energized and focused all day long. So, let's pull all of this together. This is your wellness blueprint. These 3 pillars, eating, moving, and breathing, they're not a list of chores you have to get through. They're an integrated, harmonious way of living where each part supports the others. And that really brings us to the core message of this whole thing. True health isn't some extreme, far-off goal you have to suffer for. It's just the natural result of creating a simple, daily harmony between your body and your mind. It's all about those small, consistent things you do every day. So I'll leave you with one final, empowering question. Looking at these 3 simple pillars, which one feels the easiest for you to start with right now? Eating a little more naturally? Getting in a daily walk? Or just taking a few deep breaths? You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one and start today.